If you haven't been to Koforidua lately, you are in for a surprise. I remember the first time I came here years ago. Quiet streets, old shops, and a calmness that made you feel like time moved a little slower. But this trip, this one felt different. We drove from Accra to Koforidua, the capital of Ghana's eastern region, a city founded in 1875, a town with over 150 years today. You might think it's under development, but what I found surprised me. The journey itself is something special. The road is surrounded by large green hills, small towns, and local markets where life still feels untouched by the noise of the big city. It's the kind of drive that reminds you what Ghana truly looks like beyond the capital. We left Accra by 7:30 a.m. and by 9 to 10 a.m. we arrived in Koforidua. What was supposed to take us an hour and 30 minutes took us more than 2 hours, and we'll explain later in the video so you don't make the same mistake. Now, before you wondering why we're here, well, we came here for one particular mission, to support the launch of a new product. But to really understand how far Koforidua has come, you have to understand where it started. This city began as a small settlement surrounded by the Achim and the Ekweapim people, known for their deep tradition and community strength. Now, over time, it grew into a major trade and administrative hub, especially during the colonial era. The name Koforidua itself is rooted in history, named after an Akan farmer, Kofi Ofori, who once built his hut under a big dua tree. People began saying, "Let's go to Kofi Ofori Dua," and that became Koforidua. Now, decades later, the town still carries the same humble spirit, but now it's wrapped in a fresh layer of modern energy. Walking through the town, you see a blend of old colonial buildings standing beside new glass structures. It's like the past and the future are learning to live side by side. And then, as we entered Koforidua, the transformation was clear. The roads smoother, not much taller buildings, but newer, and the atmosphere was alive. See, what was once a quiet regional town is slowly becoming one of Ghana's most promising cities. You can sense the growth and new development, drawing people from Accra who just want to breathe different air for the weekend. We got hungry quickly and searched for the nearby restaurant, which we found one. And trust me, this place had much more of a similar vibe to those in the capital city of Ghana. Now, one of my favorite spots to visit here is the Jackson Park, the heart of the community gatherings and celebrations. This is more than just an open space. It's where stories are told, events are held, and the pulse of the city beats loudest. Now, what really caught my attention were the new places emerging outside the city. Koforidua is quietly building its own version of a weekend paradise. Just a short drive away, places like Edukrom and Obosomase now have guest house and eco resorts surrounded by waterfalls and forests. Local investors are starting to see the potential that Koforidua isn't just a pass-through town, it's a destination waiting to shine. And it's not just about luxury, there's a new wave of youth here. Photographers, vloggers, small business owners all contributing to the new identity, just like I'm doing right now. The digital age has reached Koforidua and it's transforming how people see themselves and their city. And just on our way back, there's the people, the real heartbeat of the city.
So we got this, right? We're going to use it for banana. Hey, it's they're going to use that for banana. You said they're going to use the plantain for banana.
Everyone I spoke to seemed proud of their city, proud that their city is finally getting noticed, proud that the rest of Ghana is starting to see what they've always known, that Koforidua has always had something special. Now, what makes it even more beautiful is how the region manages to grow without losing its natural soul. Drive a few kilometers out and you're surrounded by green hills, waterfalls like Booty Falls, and the peaceful rhythm of rural life. You can literally spend your morning hiking through the forest, your afternoon at the modern resort, and your evening watching the sun set over the hills, all in one day. And that's what makes Koforidua in 2025 different. It's not trying to be Accra or Kumasi, it's growing at its own pace, calmly, confident, and beautiful. I'm sure you can tell a lot about the city by the way it makes you feel, and Koforidua is the type that makes you feel at peace. It reminds you that the progress doesn't always mean chaos. Sometimes it's just finding a way to shine quietly. Now, remember when I said I would tell you what delayed our time so you don't make the same mistake? Well, it's because of the time we left, 7:30 a.m. Well, we found out that mornings on the breeze stretch, there are lots of activities there and might cause delay. Due to the nature of the environment, people love to have activities on Saturdays and might cause a bit of traffic if you're coming from Accra. Also, people tend to travel a lot on Saturdays, so you might definitely end up in traffic. Now, to avoid this, try traveling within the weekdays, or if you still want to make it on a weekend, then try to leave home early. Now, as we wrapped up our trip, I couldn't help but think that city is a reflection of Ghana's next chapter, a place where culture, comfort, and community meet. So guys, the next time you're planning a trip, skip the noise, pack your bag, and take the road to Koforidua. Because somewhere between the hills and the markets, between the old towns and the new resorts, you'll find a version of Ghana that's truly alive. This is Koforidua in 2025. Calm, changing, and quietly powerful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.